Right, and welcome back to it, world. It is I. He is I is him, not so slim with the tilted brim. My name is Crownson's Corner, aka Ryan. I'm not a rapper. This is the Healing Chefs podcast. Other host,
Cameron, Big Worm 4444 on Instagram. Cameron's Culinary, and then we also have
special guest host.
Hey.
Alexis, the Ganja Mom. All right.
But
Alexis in the house. What's up, Alexis?
At the Ganja Mom. My bad. That's the Insta. So, but we do have a special guest episode today. We have Amar from Potent Planet. How we doing?
Hey, man, I'm doing well. I appreciate y'all having me, man. This is big. Appreciate it.
No, we appreciate you coming out. Well, you know how it is with life and digitally and whatnot. So thank you very much. But we'll go ahead and jump into our first segment, which is Cannabis Journey. If you could go ahead and play the little intro real quick.
Cannabis Journey?
Right. All right. So before I get into a little of our past, Amar, we want to know about you. So, how did you find cannabis? Where are you at with cannabis now? What has been your journey with cannabis?
It's actually pretty funny, man. So early in my life, I was an athlete, bro. Everything revolved around sports, working out, being your best that you could be on the field and whatnot. As a kid, you're taught weed is bad, man. You don't smoke that. And this is coming from my era. I mean, I'm an old guy.
Well,
so I was a quarterback of my high school. Football was everything. So I didn't smoke weed all throughout high school, man. It's kind of crazy. I didn't smoke until my second year of college. Christmas break of my second year of college, man. It's really crazy to get into it that late. But the crazy thing is, people I run with, my family members and who not or whatnot, they've been dealing in marijuana since I was a kid. So I saw it. You know what I'm saying? We all sold it. Yeah. We all did a little something stupid with it. Right. I just never consumed it until my second year of college. But as far as moving it, I had a lot of experience with that from a way early age.
Yeah. Okay. So, and then once you finally started experiencing cannabis for yourself, like were you smoking flower?
Love at first sight, man. Love at first sight, bro. It was crazy, man. It was after I had a girlfriend, bro, and we had some problems. Christmas break, and I went to this party, and all my boys were smoking like they always do. And I said, "Fuck it, let's jump in." I jumped in, man, and smoked probably a blunt, a joint, a bong, a pipe. I tried everything that night.
If you go swimming, dog,
bro. Literally jumped in with 2 feet, man. And I was just like, "Look, if I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it." And from then on, man, it's been one of my best friends ever since.
Awesome. And then, so what brought you to Potent Planet?
That's a funny story, man. So the head grower at Potent Planet is a young buck, like my little bro. This dude, I've known this guy since he was a kid. He was good friends with my little cousin, who lived with me at the time, and I caught them smoking at my house, and I was just like, "Yo, like, what are you doing? Like, what are y'all doing smoking at my house, man? My kids here, like, you know what I mean? You can't be doing this, whatever, whatnot." I mean, they weren't. My kids weren't there, but they were there.
Right.
And so these young guys that I ran up on and ended up being smokers happened to be the growers of Potent Planet 5 years later. So I'm doing crazy. It's crazy. I'm doing my corporate thing. I'm suit and tie. I went to school. I have 2 undergraduate degrees, a master's degree. So I was in the Fortune 500, Fortune 50, Fortune 100 companies. Sales manager here, sales manager there, working, doing my thing.
Right.
And these guys called me one day after I'd smoked with them for a little bit, and they called me one day like, "Hey man, haven't seen you. We've been growing some weed." I'm like, "Well, come over, let me see what you got," because it was always me providing the herb, and It was always good herb. It was good herb because I had money. I worked. They didn't. They were kids. You know what I mean?
That's how it is. You got money.
So
You're buying the weed.
so
Like.
so they came over, and the first thing they brought was meat breath, and they were like, "Yeah, we got this stuff called meat breath that we grew." And I'm like, "Man,
talking about it."
Yeah, like what is meat breath, bro? Like, don't bring me no
Like,
weed called
pause.
meat. You know what I mean? Back in the day, like, what are you talking about? Yeah, exactly. So the kids show up, bro, and he has a bag of some shit that I have never seen outside of a magazine before in my life, man. It was crazy. It was purple, green, all these crazy colors. And I was like, "Dog, what'd y'all do to this?" Like, you know, I'm questioning. Like, I've been smoking weed since the mid '90s. What did you guys do to this? And he's like, "Nah, this is what we've grown." I smoked that shit, bro, and no lie, I was high for 2 days. Like 2 days, I was high. I was just like, "What the fuck?" So they're, you know, we're smoking. I'm asking them like, "So what's going on? Who are you guys selling it to? Where's it moving?" They're like, "Oh, we haven't really, you know, we haven't marketed it. We're not really selling it. We're selling it to one place right now. Haven't really put it out there." So of course, me being the OG, I'm reprimanding them like, "You guys suck. Like, this is good weed. I mean, it's the best thing I've ever had. But if no one knows about it, you're not doing anything. Like, you got to put this shit out there." And I'm telling them, you know, you got to market it this way. You got to sell it this way. You got to do this. You got to do that. 2 days later, I get a call and they're like, "Hey, can we talk to you about maybe hiring you?" And I'm like, "Hire me for what?" Like, I don't grow weed. They're like, "No, we want to hire you for we want to hire you for everything, for sales, for marketing, for advertising, for everything, like everything you talked about the other night." So we had a couple more conversations, and they lured me away from the corporate world, bro. They lured me away from corporate world. They brought me in, and I just basically from that point on just sold marijuana. That's been my job, bro. So it was basically it was really a weird transition going from the corporate world where, you know, you're a pariah if you smoke, or you got to hide it, or you got to do this, you got to do that,
I'm there.
to where it's just wide open and I can go out and I can sell. And the crazy thing is I jump into the industry and I'm going to all these sales meetings. I'm setting up sales meetings. So we were selling to one dispensary at that time when I took over. One damn dispensary. Yeah. And I'm showing up to these new places, cold calling, trying to get business, but I'm wearing suits and ties and shit.
Yeah.
And I'm walking into these places and I'm like, damn, I'm standing out like a sore thumb, bro. Like I'm literally the black sheep in these spots, man. So it was a big transition for me, man. I had to tone it down. I had to, you know, I'm seeing cargo shorts and jeans and chucks, and you know, I'm walking in and you know, DKNY suits and whatnot, trying to impress people. I'm like, I don't give a shit about these suits. It's a different world.
No, they want.
So that's kind of how I ended up in the weed world, bro. It was basically by some kids who were growing the best flipping weed that I had seen in my life at that point.
And I feel that I feel that in my soul, man, because once I finally saw Potent Planet and I tried it, I hit up because I was working at True Bliss at the time, right before we opened up North and whatnot. And I was like, yo, we need this weed in here, because I've always been a person, if I sell something, I believe in it. I have to believe in it, or you're gonna know that I don't like the shit. It's gonna be on my face and whatnot. But
exactly.
So when I found your guys' weed, I was like, hurry up and try to, you know what I'm saying? Like, and bring it in. And thank God that y'all came and they picked it up and whatnot. I think the first one, man, I know the first strain was Slime Cookies that we got. I can't remember exactly the first strain ever that you guys dropped, but what was the forbidden, man? It
was forbidden jelly.
The forbidden jelly, man.
Yeah, bro.
Please bring that back,
man. You don't understand, bro. So
there were all heaters, like
everything.
In this place, I'm the only one that likes the tangy, fruity type of strains, man. Everybody else is like on gassy, you know, old man's breath type of strains. So I got to battle and fight to get the fruity stuff in here, man. That forbidden jelly, that was one of my favorites.
Bro, I just said this on our last episode just an hour ago. I'm like, forever, like right now, everybody wants those gassy strains and everything, and I love them too. But like, I'm big into the fruit terps and everything. That forbidden jelly, the jelly sickle was God, like, man, and then like I remember back in the
purple frostiest weed
with the light orange hairs and stuff. It just offset. It's just like
I can't remember the strain of it, but they had the best package, like the coolest looking
so
packaging.
if you're looking at the visual right now, I'm wearing the Slurricane hat
Oh yeah, slurry. Oh,
Nice.
Yeah. I
Nice.
still,
Yeah,
bro,
yeah.
I still got all the
Goodness, so
drip
good.
that y'all gave me.
That's dope.
That's
I'm just a
nice.
little bit thicker, dog. I can't fit in all of it. But
Well, you know, it is funny, man, because Ryan, bro, you came at me hard. You're like, bro, I need this. Like, we need this in our spot.
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, let's get it. And really, basically, y'all were the first ones I set it off with, really, over at True Bliss, and then from there, just
yeah, I
talking to
started
you, and you were
doing
like, bro, you got to put this shit out there.
yeah,
You
and then
start
I
doing
was doing
reviews of it.
reviews and
Mhm.
everything. So if you want to go see some old Potent Planet strains and their old marketing and stuff with all the characters and shit that I still like, and I wish the AZDHS and all you like rule making mother out there quit getting into our stuff and like trying to change it. We're not trying to sell this stuff to kids, but we are grown up kids and we enjoy some cool shit. I'm from the
That's
90s.
true.
I like
Nostalgic.
cartoons.
It's nostalgic.
I don't
Yeah.
have to be a child. Like, man, get out of my shit.
Right.
but yeah, no, like
you just hit it right on the head right there, man. And it's crazy because they never asked us specifically to go away from those, but I felt like it was coming, so I figured I'd get a
and
jump
then it
on
came.
it. And then it came.
Yeah, everyone's having
Yes,
to
sir.
change names of strains and
Yeah.
stuff, which is horrible
Yeah,
because
crazy.
then it's confusing to the consumer.
Yeah.
Like,
Not only that, but I feel like it sucks for the breeder to change the name of something that's their
Right.
baby. That's like someone saying, "This is your kid, but your kid's name isn't Taylor anymore. Her name is Janice." And I'm like,
Yeah,
"Nah, her name is Taylor, bro. That's my shit." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, Janice or
So
like
we'll start doing reviews on stuff that have changed names. I'm putting regular
Yeah.
names back up
Yeah.
because this is
Yeah, man.
ridiculous.
Yeah.
But also when I first met you guys, you were running your with Dread Pirate back in the day when you guys were running those concentrates, and man, those were
Yeah.
really good because he was pulling out all those amazing terps, and you know unfortunately that went away, but you guys are processing now, I believe, through, is it IO?
Yeah. So IO's running all of our concentrates right now.
Okay.
Okay.
All strain specific. Yeah, but it was great, man. It was great when we had I try to forget the guy's name, but yeah, it was great when we had to do it.
Yeah, I feel you. But yeah,
he was
him and I also, you know.
Bro, the guy was super talented, but I just feel like, man, in the weed space, there's very little room for arrogance, bro. Like,
oh yeah,
you should not be arrogant in this industry. I don't care how good your shit is. I don't care how bad your shit is. I don't care how great your shit is. I want you to sell out. Like, you're not my competition. We're co-defendant. Because back in the day, we couldn't get away with this shit. Like, you don't.
Can we get a hand clap, please? Because
you know what I mean? You don't down talk other people's products. Like, I want everybody to sell out. I don't give a shit who you are. Sell out. Sell everything.
See, that's the lesson that I didn't know back then, that him and I didn't understand, because we were so ego driven, and like, yo, like everyone, like when the water rises, all the boats rise together. Like that's how it needs to be, man. Like it's love.
If you want to eat, you'll survive.
Yeah, like I get, man.
Like people
I wish I
have to
learned
have
sooner.
the drive to survive. If they have a great product, it doesn't mean that they're gonna instantaneously just be successful.
Exactly.
Like,
Shout out to my
drive.
homeboy that I unfortunately I don't talk to anymore. William Guerrero, aka the Uber villain. We used to be really good friends, but I became, egotistical and whatnot. But he kept telling me, man, I kept getting mad at people making different things and edibles and stuff like that. He kept telling me, man, if yours is fire, like you ain't gotta worry about anybody else. And still, they ain't eating your plate, dog. They ain't eating your lunch. That, like, there's a different path. Like,
man, I've always looked at it as this, man. Like, I don't care what you do in your grow. I don't care how your shit moves in a dispensary. I just want it to move. Right? But you're not dictating what's going on my plate.
No.
So this shit is it's kind of like I guess you can attribute this to a lot of stuff, but everything is in the pie. Just because you get more doesn't mean I get less. We can both get more.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think the problem is everybody looks at everything as a pie. Just because I get more doesn't mean that you know what I mean?
No.
Yeah. So I feel like
the ocean. It'd be like you get here's a scoop for you. Here's a scoop for you. There's so
there you
many
go.
scoops. We can't stop scooping.
Doesn't make sense. Like there's enough of
man.
it for everyone's different.
For everybody. Exactly. So I mean, it's funny, man. People are like, yo, you guys got the best weed in town, blah, 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 the best in town. I'm like, bro, you'll never hear me say that. You will hear me say that I don't smoke anything else because I have access to this shit. You'll never hear me say we got the best. You'll never hear me down talk anybody else. You'll never hear me say anything like that because I feel there's a market for everybody. That's why there's so many options. That's what's so great. And you look at that from any product. Like some people eat shitty food. Some people want to go to great restaurants. But you know what? All restaurants, from that shitty one and the great one, in between, they all survive because they all have somebody who that's their market. You know what I mean?
Does Walmart sell one type of peanut butter? Does Walmart sell one type of peanut butter? Fuck no. There's
there you go.
There's like
Don't
70.
get them all. That's
Yeah,
what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Maybe
I know
there.
No, there's like maybe 2 growers, maybe 1 dispensary. I'd never name them. I would never fuck with them because I don't like the way they talk other people.
Yeah.
I don't like their arrogance. I don't like the way they say their shit's better than anybody else's. Like everything is an opinion. It's all opinionated, which is probably why you never see us. Like I love the Earl Cups and I love shit like that. We love those kind of things, but you'll never see us enter that because I win a competition when my patients say, "Yo, this is good. Like I feel better from this," or "This shit tastes amazing." That's our win right there. We don't need an arbitrary competition to say this is great because your taste buds aren't universal.
Fair enough.
Well, and it's based on so many different things. I mean,
so many different things.
And there's so many lanes for people. Like not everyone has to compete. Like
people get
my competition, right? Like if I was trying to compete with like high in Arizona or anybody like that, I'd be getting looked at like crazy. But we're in a completely different lane.
My competition is myself.
We're gonna compete. You know what I'm saying? I love high in Arizona, and I love the things that they're doing. We're in a completely different lane. I love what we're doing. And so on and so forth. I'm like, and then the Hippie Chronicles. Everybody out here doing all these podcasts. I love them. Like everyone has their own style.
The good thing is all y'all can eat. Everybody can eat. Everybody can stay full. Everybody can stay happy.
And I'm just learning for those that came before me.
Everybody has a different perspective. That's what's great about life. That's what's great about being humans is that we don't have to have the same opinions, and then our minds could be open to everything.
Yeah. But
and that's why we have, we got 2 ears, one ear out the other. Like, you know what I mean?
Maybe someday we can like do something with Potent Plant or something with some like dinner or something like that. Because I remember back in the day, you and I, like I would make some stuff and let some people try some different things.
Oh my god, bro!
The terps are there, man.
Hey,
I used to put people to sleep. This man put this man back in the day told me this.
Oh man,
his significant other had to stop him because he was putting dishes in the washer in the clothes washer.
Oh no,
bro! Listen, I'm gonna tell you, man. This dude, like, I'm not an edible guy, and then we'll get to that segment. I'm sure I'm not an edible guy. I smoke flower, like I smoke blunts only. I smoke Potent Planet only. And it's nothing against anyone else's herb, but this is what I have the most easy access to, and I fucking love it all.
Why not?
But edibles smack the shit out of me. And this dude, Ryan, this dude, Crownson, this motherfucker, man, I cursed his name a couple nights because I was like, yo, what am I doing? Like, what's going on? What is in this fucking cupcake or this Twinkie or this cookie or whatever this dude made? In every single one. And that's the problem.
I just started pulling it back because I started getting videos and pictures of people passed out.
Oh, man.
Dog, I gotta, like, literally, I think I made some people some Chex Mix, like some Chex Mix, like some chili lime Chex Mix one time, and they told him don't eat that much of that. That's heavy. And they were having a few drinks too, and I guess he did. And then I get a video of some dude just like passed out on the ground.
I want it mixed, like infused and like infused.
Yeah,
so
like stretch it out.
Eat a lot of it, and that way you're not like loaded off your ass.
Like all 25 days of Christmas, not just today. You know.
Yeah, I'll kill you.
That Chex Mix. The funny shit about that Chex Mix, bro, is that stopped my master grower from doing edibles for about a year. He wouldn't touch edibles. He wouldn't touch them. He wouldn't look at them. And this is a guy. This is a guy who ate edibles like a motherfucker. Like he went crazy on the Chex Mix, and he was just like, bro, like, don't bring any more from that guy. If you do, don't give them to me. I don't want them. Like, I don't know what he did to those. And this is a guy that literally ate edibles every single night, like every night. And he didn't eat edibles for probably about a good year and a half.
No, like back in the day, like when I was making my edibles, like even my cupcakes were like 170 milligrams a piece. And the problem is, like, it tastes so good, then you eat the whole thing or you eat it all.
That's what it was.
And I was using heavy like GDPs and
no,
hell no. See, I was
that's the problem.
I was on RSO.
Edibles is that you buy, you know,
And
in
everyone
the
was on
dispensary or
Disty.
something, there's like they're Disty, and so it's THC only, and so
Doesn't hit you
but
like
when
that.
it's like full
spectrum,
I mean, you're getting lit.
Yeah, no,
Like from all angles.
Yeah, I'm getting your body, your mind, everything. I'm coming to.
Bro.
I'm coming. We're here to fuck shit up.
Yeah, exactly, and that's what you did. So recently I hadn't eaten edibles again. Like I said, Ryan, you fucked me up on that, bro. So I was off those for a minute. I was like, bro, I can't do those.
Give you some RSO,
And
Amar, you
man,
get fucked up, man.
there was there's a girl up in Phoenix. She goes by the name of Candy Smokes Fire. Y'all might know her.
Yeah. Oh
she makes
Yeah, she's
fire.
she just had like
she
a cookie that looked like a shoe.
Oh my god!
Did you see that?
That Jordan, she had the Jordan cookie.
That Jordan cookie was fucking fire.
Stuff, I'm like, girl, this is you.
So we got her a bunch of our keef, and she made edibles out of
she
keef.
does for IO. Oh yeah.
Oh my god, you don't even understand, bro. Keef edibles are they hit you different. That's like a Mike Tyson.
So yeah,
Ngannou, somebody else hitting you at the same time. Like it's not. It was different, bro.
That's what I was doing. So when everyone was on Disty, and I'm sure Candy was on the same thing as me because I watched her for a while. She is amazing. But
she's a master.
Yeah. So I was on RSO when everyone was on Disty. I believe she was on Keef at the time, and then I went from RSO when everyone kind of started doing some RSO, especially like I saw like things pop up like OGs with RSO gummies and everything. I'm like, I've been kind of doing that. But I mean, not that I invented anything because there's people doing it way before me anyway. But I did that. And then like once that happened, then I saw hash coming around and I'm like, no, I want that. So I could, so it's a bit cleaner and stuff like that. So we started working more with hash and stuff lately, but I do like the RSO for sure because the RSO just kind of hit different because there's a lot of CBD and different.
My RSO is clean. See,
and
I don't understand. Like,
I'm talking about like there's like.
If you're just getting shitty plant material, I mean, nothing is going to be clean.
Well, yeah.
I mean, if you like, it's all about the processing. And I mean, if you're washing, I mean, there's brands that
I just meant there's no solvents
shitty.
involved at all.
Well, I know, but it doesn't matter. Like there are brands
like yours,
that
I know
are
where it comes from.
Solventless, right?
Mm-hmm.
But it's not clean.
Yeah, they're not.
It's shit. Like, let's be honest. So, you know, it is what it is.
So, as edible makers as you guys are, it's fire in, fire out, right? I mean,
yeah, exactly.
You use bullshit weed, you're gonna use bullshit weed, you're gonna get a bullshit product.
Yes.
You're gonna get a good product. So, I've always come from the notion if it's fire in, fire out, regardless of what you make, it's probably gonna smack the shit out of me, and I'm gonna accept it, and that's what it is.
Yeah, no,
you know what I mean. So
so she pioneered that little like I think around here with the keef and whatnot. So that was really cool, and I just like seeing her artistry go. Soon enough, we're gonna be doing some more. You're gonna start seeing more of our food too, so that'll be awesome. But I can't match that Jordan shoe though. That shit was fire.
She put out some of
fire.
These what is it? A turquoise. She put out
some
turquoise cookies or something, and oh my gosh, they literally look turquoise.
She is like a very good artist.
Yeah.
Very
she
good.
is an artist. She is.
If you go look at her page, it's like the cookies that she makes look like some Mrs. Fields shit. Like
no, but it's better because she is
even better.
She is an art like she is an artisan, like artist baker. Her stuff is. Like I can't even explain the way it makes me feel.
Go check her out, everybody.
It's beautiful. I mean, seriously.
Yeah, y'all gotta check her out, man. Candy Smells Fire. She's a gangster with it.
I've been trying. I talked to her. I was trying to get her on the show. I've been trying to get her on the show. I think I messaged her a while ago. But
she's a busy person, man. She's tough. So I know she's tough to get a hold
she was
of.
a tough person to maybe get a hold of too. But like also back in the day, Crownston wasn't that good of a guy, and he was kind of like, I have people that are competing, and I don't like it. We're different. We've made it, and we're not that way no more. So everybody,
that's growth, baby. That's called growth, right?
Growth. Yeah. Everybody come to table. It's time to eat. Let's eat together.
That's it, man.
But what did you want to jump into something? Because I kind of want to jump into our next segment real quick. So our next segment is Trip Tales, and we'll kind of go over that right after this little segment. All right. So, Trip Tales is about our experience with like psychedelics, shrooms, even edibles can ride the rails of psychedelics.
Yeah.
Amar, do you have any experience that you'd like to share, or
man,
is there
I got
anything
some
that you
older.
would like to know? Because I've done quite a bit of psychedelics, and I can give a little
Honestly, bro,
background.
I don't. Back in the day, man, when I was younger, I had a couple of good trips, had a couple of bad trips. The most recent time I ate shrooms was probably about, say maybe about 2 years ago. We were celebrating something for Potent Planet. We went up to Phoenix, got an Airbnb, did some shrooms.
Oh God!
There was a few bottles of Bel Air going around.
Shout out Bel Air, Matty Ice,
And the crazy thing is, I don't remember most of the night, which is crazy after shrooms. But the stories that I heard definitely weren't me. So that was like the last time I did shrooms. But apparently, shrooms turns me into a big ass bully. So we went out and I was bullying people and I was trying to be an asshole, and that's just not me, bro. So I was just like, I'm not going to take shrooms for a minute because that's not me. I'm cool to every single person I meet. I don't care who you are. Like, we start out cool no matter what.
So yeah.
But yo, my God, liquor, weed, shrooms. It was a fun night from what I remember until I didn't remember. Hey, it was a celebration. Like we did something big. It was a big celebration, and everybody went kind of crazy. And I took my shrooms, and of course, I didn't feel anything because that's what we do, like idiots. I don't feel anything. I ate some more.
And Potent Planet is all minority. Is it owned or run? Or?
Yeah. So run, yeah. So for the most part, what's crazy, bro? I'll tell y'all something crazy about our company that most people don't know. It's a big misnomer. We're small as fuck, bro.
Okay.
We have basically 6 employees, really, when you think about it.
Baby.
We have myself. I'm the director of sales, marketing, social media, business development. Then we have one of the owners. She does all admin work. Her name is Vanessa. She's awesome, bro. Without her, we would sink and die. Mm-hmm. Then we have David, who's the master grower. That's her brother. And he has a team of 3. So our grow team is only 4 guys, bro. 4 people grow all the Potent Planet that goes out to this fucking state. Nobody else is in the room. Nobody else touches it. 4 guys. And then we have our trim team.
Yeah.
We have our trim team, and that's it, bro. So people think the word is huge conglomerate. You know, people, oh, you guys are big, you can afford to do this. I'm like, bro, we are a small ass, pretty much family-run, family-owned company. Like, we have a few people that wear so many damn hats that it's crazy. Like, we're not
that you're making and rolling in the money have no idea.
Oh my gosh! Thank you.
To me, it automatically just shuts off my brain to them.
Yeah.
I mean, not like, you know what I mean? Like in a sense of, okay, I get.
And you don't want to have to explain it to everybody all the time, but we are
exhausting.
Like we're super small, and you know, every time I tell people, like, no way, you guys produce this much, you guys that's why, like, bro, we are a tiny ass company, like we're a small company.
Oh, believe me, after we've kind of started launching our little like LLC with this, like we don't even have any sort of money coming in, so like when we do, everything's going right back into the company anyway. So it's just perception,
yeah. Only way to grow, man.
That's how like a lot of these different companies are. Like just because you see a picture and like just because someone's really good at like marketing and stuff, shout out you, Amar, and all that kind of stuff, like doesn't mean like
we're hustling. Everybody's hustling, man. It's not these people it's not just like giving out funds, like.
And it's humbling as hell because, you know, we're from Tucson, like we don't get up to the Phoenix market a lot, and if anyone gets up to do anything, it's going to be me. I'm the face of the planet. I mean, you know, basically, if anyone thinks Potent Planet, they know my face, and I'm not. It shouldn't be that, but I'm the only person.
Yeah.
So generally, when I have an event in Phoenix in the evening, I'm up there during the day with meetings and deliveries. I come back to Tucson and I drive back to Phoenix. That's why you rarely see us at any events in Phoenix. It's not like we're arrogant and we don't feel like we should be there or anything like that. We don't have the bandwidth. We don't have the manpower to get anybody up there to represent. So we're trying to change that. You know what I mean? We're trying to get up to more events, do more stuff.
I'm gonna try to pull you in for a dinner. I'm gonna try to pull you in to like partner for a dinner.
We don't do that.
So you can offer some flowers or something. You don't have to like offer. Like, man, we can throw Keith in or whatever in there. I don't know, but like we'll figure that out in the future. But go,
bro, we'll definitely do that. Like we recently we've been able to do a couple of things up there that I think have been good for the community as far as us getting our name out there. I don't realize when I'm up there how many people don't know who the hell we are. Like people don't know us. Like we're not that well
Since
known
the
outside of
rec
certain
market,
circles.
it's more, y'all are more of a boutique kind of
Yeah,
brand. And
yeah, no
so,
question.
I mean, since rec, I mean, we all understand, dude. Like,
Yeah.
it takes you, it takes a village, you know what I
Oh,
mean?
no question.
And
No question.
so, I mean, we're behind you, and like,
And so
that's
sometimes that
awesome.
village is only 6 people
We
doing
appreciate that.
20
But
people's
that's
worth
a
of work.
good
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
these companies that are running like twice as many aren't. It's not good. You
Right.
know, they're not
So
ever
go
gonna make a
support
profit.
local if you're listening. Go buy some Potent Planet. We we don't get paid off.
Super dope.
Like we want
Yeah.
but we love supporting local and quality. So go out and
Oh,
check
we're
that
the
out.
same. We're the same too, bro. Like we want to anything local that we can support, anything that we can help. Like, we're gonna jump into that shit.
Oh
Like
yeah,
we
you
don't.
got you
We
you've been
want that for
Potent
sure. For
Planet's been
sure.
a huge supporter of me for like years. So like
Oh, bro, no question.
yeah, no question.
We got to do a couple events at the High Lounge this last month.
Yeah, I saw that.
It went crazy,
Stoked.
bro. It went crazy. Like that was amazing, man. Shout out to Jason for the
shout out
platform, man,
to Jason.
for
Shout
sharing the
out.
space. You know what I mean?
All them up there at the High Lounge and high maintenance and all that. They're doing it real
And
big.
And his staff, bro. His whole staff's cool as hell, bro. You
got like you got Ryda and stuff up there. Who else is always up there? Jerry's up there. All of them.
So we're looking
all
forward
really
to doing
great
the next
people,
one, man.
like really good at different things, man. It's like it's a group of I don't know about ballers, but like and skills they are.
They're just all like good.
I don't know
they're
anybody's
just all family
funds.
dudes and
just
like
good humans, bro. Good
they're
humans.
all good humans,
yeah. Like we used to. Some of us used to be part of a group, and
like
I'm glad I got to reconnect.
Place like I like the environment. You know, it's a safe place to go smoke, and it's cool.
And they have fun things to do there too.
And it's like the guys will walk you out if it's late. Like I don't ever feel. You know, I love going there. You know,
and putting on all the local stuff and everything is great. Yeah,
bro, it was super humbling because I guess the first time we went there, it was nobody knew we were going to be there. It was kind of like I mean we were there. It was announced, but not too big. But it happened to be a Saturday, so it was fight night. So it was a pretty good crowd there, and the crowd was receptive as hell, man. It was a great crowd. So we went back 2 weeks later. No, man, it was great. We went back 2 weeks later, and it was Jason said it was the first time that they hit capacity.
Yeah, y'all were
crazy.
Y'all had it loaded.
So we went out to the lobby. I went to see who was in the lobby, and it was like 30 people waiting in the lobby, and Jason was writing down names and phone numbers, calling them or texting them when people were walking out. So that shit was humbling, bro. Like that shit is humbling as hell to us because we don't expect that, bro. We just over here growing weed. Yeah. We just growing good weed, and everything that comes from that is a bonus. You know what I mean?
But it brings people like together, and that's what I love about weed is that it brings so many different communities of people together in one place, and that is
1,000,000%.
what is amazing about
awesome.
It. I love it.
So with that, we're gonna go ahead and take a break real quick, and we'll be back with mental health as well.
Cool.
Habari Entertainment Films present There's Only One Name for News with Damon and Iesha. Habari Live Podcast. Habari Entertainment, a race against time. On a quest for glory. Habari News Weekly, HabariEntertainment.com. Catch us for more. Visit us, HabariEntertainment.com.
Man, it's something good. I promise y'all, man. Y'all,
that's what's up.
I appreciate you, Amar. Like,
hey, y'all. Of course, Alex. You know that, my mom. No question at all.
Yeah.
Rod, do me a favor. Send me the names, everybody, like the government names, not the aliases.
Yeah.
So, and let me know where everybody go, the closest spot, man. And I'm gonna put some in y'all name, man.
Yeah,
for sure.
Sure.
because I really want to connect with you at some point because I was born and raised in Tucson, and then I currently
Hell yeah.
work professionally. Just got my degree and all that stuff, and I've worked professionally for so long, and then just kind of hearing how you've been able to transition so fluidly in a sense. I just really want to talk to you and kind of just see how you did that, how you were able to kind of obtain that and
Anytime.
maintain it. Yeah.
Yeah, man, that's nice.
Anytime, brother.
Yeah.
Anytime.
That's one thing that I have to learn too, is more of the business aspect of what we're doing
It's
and
important
stuff.
to every aspect.
Yeah. Every
It's
gotta be
crazy,
well-rounded.
man.
It's
Like,
weird for me, like because
it's
I
crazy
came from
because
a
necessary.
finance,
I mean,
background.
I've been training for this. Like, I feel like my whole life. Like, I'm
Yeah.
honestly like,
You were made
my
for this.
uncles were crazy, bro. Like, I grew up with some crazy ass goons who had me doing some crazy. They didn't have me doing it. I had the option to do some shit, and I did some shit. And fortunately, never got in a lot of trouble. But I never did it and not went to college and not went to school. Like, I
Yeah.
promised my mom and my grandmother I was gonna get them these college degrees, so I
Yeah.
did that.
Did the same.
But I did that. I'd go to school in the daytime and work my block at night. It was the craziest thing ever, bro.
But you had
that.
a
So
solid foundation. You had
Yeah.
those morals and that
I
solid
did.
foundation, and that's what's important.
What
That's
part
what-
of?
I
Yeah.
did.
No, it's important to maintain that. What part of Tucson are you from?
So I grew up right central, man. I went to Amphi. I grew up right in the hood, right like
Sugar Hill?
Prince and First area. No. Sugar Hill is right just south of me, but that's how all my homies was in Sugar Hill.
That's where.
So they all went to Amphi with me.
Okay, because all my people, so my mother and everything, they went to Catalina High School.
Oh, see, I probably know all your people, bro.
Yeah, you
I
probably
know them
do.
all. I know I do. I know, no
See?
question.
Road. Yeah, because I grew up on Waverly, so yeah. You
Ah,
probably heard
shit,
that street.
say less, man. You probably you probably grew up with a lot of my people.
Yeah, you
That's
probably
Joiners.
funny.
Yeah,
Rodney Jackson, Tamani, John, all the joiners, all of them people, all my homies from there. Yep.
yeah. I'm gonna have to link
Yep.
up with you for sure.
See?
Yeah,
See?
let.
We're connecting worlds, dog. The world
Probably
is
so many.
a vampire.
We probably got a lot of years between us, brother. But I'm telling you,
Yeah.
it ain't nothing changed, man. You know what I mean? Nothing's changed.
Oh, yeah,
You
for
just-
sure.
In this life, bro, you got to be a chameleon or you gonna sink. And I don't care who you are or
Right?
what you do, bro. Like
Yeah,
I could go hang out with the homeless cats right now and be one of them, or I
Yeah.
could go hang out with
Yeah.
these billionaires and be one of them.
yeah,
And it doesn't
You're
matter to me because
relatable.
yeah.
if you're not a chameleon, you're gonna sink. You know
Yeah,
what I
you
mean?
have
It's
to
just
be.
you have to.
That's the
Yeah,
problem.
that's even one thing that when like we're gonna transition into this mental health real quick, but like I don't know, most people don't know, but like months ago I had a nervous breakdown and stuff like that, and went checked myself into the VA and got help and whatnot. But like even when I was in there, there's people in there having their issues and whatnot, and there's people that won't even talk to them.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah,
but
yeah,
not
crazy.
me. I sit down and talk to every one of them because they may say some outlandish things because if you listen to me, I do too. But like in some of that stuff that they were saying, if you just sat there and listened, some of it was really insightful and that like there's something in there. So like don't discredit just people because of their status in life or anything that they got going on. But mental health, real quick, we'll just hit this mental health is wealth and we'll jump and then you can go ahead.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Hey, bars, you missed it all. But anyway, sorry, what were you about to say, Amar, with the
No, I was just saying, like, one of my undergraduate degrees is in psychology. So my dream as a kid was to be a child psychologist if I didn't make it to the NFL. So I didn't make it to the NFL, and child psychology didn't make enough money. So, but I still took the courses. So one of my undergraduate degrees is in psychology. I definitely understand the mind. I've done plenty of case studies. I see a therapist regularly because I think it's important. And that's crazy coming from a black man because
I do too.
in black and brown neighborhoods, black and brown households, if you see a therapist, you're considered crazy. That's how we do it. And I want to change that. Like I've changed that throughout my family because therapy is necessary. Man. You got to get that shit off. You know what I mean? So I fully believe in mental health is huge. It's probably as important. No, it's more important than your physical health. And if y'all follow my private Instagram, you know how I feel about physical health.
Absolutely.
So I feel like physical health and physical health and mental health go hand in hand, man. And you shouldn't have one without the other. It's really hard to have one without the other. And it's important, bro. Like it's important, and not enough people talk about it. Not enough people touch on it, and a lot of people just let it go by the wayside. And it's hard to get back when you go too far.
Yeah, man, you're inspiring me to get back in the gym. I've been watching more and more lately, and I know myself, and I know that once I'm working out and I got that flow going, and I'm working and everything, and I'm checking them check that checklist off in my brain, and it's dumping dopamine and everything into me and stuff. It's just reaffirming taking care of yourself, and then you can look back at in the future and be like, past Ryan, thank you for doing all that stuff. Otherwise, you sit there and go, man, I could have done this, and stuff.
So as men, you guys like that, like you guys have to release, you have a lot of testosterone, flowing through your bodies.
And to unlock, you have to
release that in you, like physically, or else it can manifest in other ways.
Don't skip leg day, because isn't it like in your like quads and stuff is where you release a lot of your testosterone. So
it is the biggest muscle in your body.
Something like that. I forgot when I was lifting heavy in the Army. I could spout off all sorts of weird.
But it's like you have to. I mean, if you're just lifting weights and that's it, and I mean, it's not. You gotta balance.
You gotta push yourself.
There's a whole mixture of things you need to do. Like my morning routine, I love it more and more now, because like I knock out everything that doesn't dwell in my head. So like I read part of my book that I need to. I did some yoga, so that means I exercised this morning, and I sat there and did some Spanish for like 5 minutes. So I learned some Spanish. So now whatever else I can do, I took care of the most important things that are going to bother me throughout the day.
Emotion comes from the Latin term, I believe it's emotere, something like that. Emotere, and what it means is energy in motion. So like every like emotion that you have to express through some sort of motion, right? So like your anger and stuff like that, it's gonna come out. Just how are you gonna have it let it come out? And Amar, the way that you focus it into like the lifting and working out and everything, that's perfect. That's
you have to, man. I have to.
Yeah. Because I do too. Yeah.
I mean, mentally, if I didn't come to the gym, man, somebody would be in trouble. Like myself or somebody else. And it basically resets me. So I work all day, and depending on how my day goes, good or bad, I know when I come to the gym, it's just me and these fucking weights, and I'm gonna beat on them, and they ain't gonna say shit back to me, and they're gonna take what I give them and throw them around.
That's what's
and then I got that out of me, and then now I got that release, and I'm done. I go home to the family, and I'm like, yo, I'm happy. Good. What we eating? What's going on? What am I smoking? What's going on? You know what I mean?
Right.
It's just
and you enjoy the smaller things in life more when you do that shit.
That's why
for a long time. Yeah, before I got my therapist, that was my therapy. You know what I mean? Before I started seeing a therapist regularly, I would be like, oh, I got to go to the gym, or I'm gonna have a bad day.
Yeah.
And that's just, it got so routine for me that now I work my day around the gym instead of working my gym around the day.
Yeah.
Well, people work their day around their medicine in the morning. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
That's true. That's true. And the funny shit is, I'll tell y'all a funny story. I'm doing this podcast right now from my damn gym, because after this shit, I'm about to work my ass out. So that's, I mean, it's, I knew I had to do this, but I also knew I had to get that taken care of. So,
we appreciate you heavily.
Oh, no, I appreciate y'all having me. But if you prioritize shit right, you're going to do it. You know what I mean? And it's when you stop prioritizing shit right, that's when you fall off. So I just try to make sure I stay in go mode, never in a comfort zone, but always in go mode, so I know I get my shit done.
Yeah,
I feel that, and
my plants are like the gym for me.
There you go, and I see you in there all the time, and then that's your therapy. That's your therapy. I can tell.
Therapy.
I don't got time.
Because even when you're in there, Alexis, and you're like, damn, this shit got you hot, or blah blah blah, you still got a big ass smile on your face when you're saying it.
Dude, I'm sweating my ass off. My
this
garage
when
is
you're like, oh, this room did this, this room did that, or this messed up, or that messed up. You were telling us, but you still got a smile on your face when you're saying it, because that's the shit you love to do, and that's the show is about.
Yeah, because
and that's
like,
what. I love that.
That's what it is what allows me to be a normal person.
I mean, that's the biggest thing that I've learned.
It's a STEM.
Since all my issues and stuff is like, there's like these stressors, and you can like get out your not magnifying glass, but your microscope, and like get in on that one problem and just be like stress out hard on that one problem, and then like everything compounds and stuff like that. But if you just kind of sit back, Jah will provide. Like, I mean, God is there, and like you don't have to like stress on this shit. I mean, you can
not on one specific thing.
Not on one thing. So like what I'm trying to get to is not like being absent from your problems, but knowing that you can handle this stuff in perspective once you step back from it, which for me, when I work out, I'm sitting there working out and I'm running, like when I'm running and stuff like that, and I'm lifting, I'm thinking about my issues that I have coming up in the day. And I'm like, okay, this is how I can handle it, because I'm like, I'm slowing my brain down to be able to cope with these things. Like, look, we're going to get to the finish line, but if you're stressing out and flipping out before we even start, that finish line is going to be like, you're going to be running like zigzags until you get there. So just calm down, breathe, do the work, and get done.
Yeah.
It's like in normal relationships too. Like,
I remember when you were at True Bliss a couple of times, man. I talked you off the ledge a couple of times, bro. It's just all about communication, man. And we were cool enough that you were open with me to be like, yo, this is what the fuck is going on. It's bugging me. I'm like, bro, try this approach. And I don't know if you tried it or for help, but we had some in-depth conversations. And I know that
I tried stuff, but I wasn't ready, man.
But in-depth conversations are going to help you no matter what. So whether you did it or you didn't, you had somebody else's.
Now, you did save me a couple times. You did save me. You brought me back and stuff like that. But then myself just is like, no, my ego, man, was real bad, because not only was I doing edibles and stuff, but I was bringing brands into different companies and stuff. And then for some reason that made me feel like superior or something. And I was, and that's not the case. I really should have just been like, hey, I want all these people to eat and enjoy this shit. But I was just like, I'm the best. Like, well, you're the best of what, dog?
Again, bro, it's all about growth. I mean, internally, you're supposed to believe you're the best, but you don't put that shit out externally.
You don't be an ass about it.
Do I feel like I'm the best weed salesman in Arizona? Fuck yeah, I feel like I'm the best weed salesman in Arizona, but I don't got to say that.
You got to degrade people like I used to.
No, never. Let my numbers show that. Let my numbers show that. If I see another salesperson, I'm gonna give them some tips. I'm gonna take some tips from them. I can never. I'm never so arrogant that I can't learn something from anybody. You know what I mean? Yes. I can learn something from anybody. Y'all, when I meet up with y'all, I'll probably steal something from y'all that I want to learn and use, and y'all ain't gonna know that shit. That's what I do.
That's how sales works. That's how sales works. I've been a salesman for a long time, man. You just listen to other people, you steal a little bit of theirs, and you make it your own. I mean,
that's it, bro.
Because it's just public information, and you're just receiving it and doing something with
languages.
So it's like.
I've always called it shameless borrowing, and I don't give a damn. I'm gonna borrow it. I've been in sales. I've been a sales manager for probably almost 25 plus years now. Sales manager. I've sold probably everything and anything that you could probably think of and probably wouldn't even think of.
Cutco knives.
I sold Cutco knives, and let me tell you a funny story on that shit. I only did it, and I only lasted 2 weeks so I could get my free set of knives, and I quit because I wanted those damn knives.
What about Kirby vacuums? I went door to door selling Kirby vacuums.
Nah, I never got. I was doing Cutco at that time,
bro. I was doing Cutco at that time. I was making money. I remember that. Those are crazy sales, but. Man, thank you very much for so we're going to go ahead and jump into our last little segment before we go, which is Plug Talk, and we're just going to promote everything that we got going on. All right. So, Plug Talk. I know we talked about it in the previous episode, Cameron, Roadrunners, and them.
So down in Tucson, August 19th, Roadrunners Cannabis Co. We're going to do a dinner. It's going to be a 5-course dinner paired with 1/4 gram of wax for each course. So it's going to be a new event, new thing happening downtown.
I believe it's rosin.
Yeah, rosin. Sorry.
All right. The heady people want to know.
Hey, I'm sorry.
No, you're no sorries.
Yeah, it's going to be downtown at the Clifton, off Stone. So just be there. Come and do the meet and greet. You know, if you don't want to go for the dinner right after that, just going to be
go for the dinner.
Go for the dinner, please. But
it is fire.
If not for the dinner, there's going to be a meet and greet afterwards. So feel free to come in, get a ticket for that, and meet some people, smoke some. You know.
Yeah,
that sounds dope. That sounds absolutely dope right there.
Another thing we got coming up eventually, we're going to be working on it, is a grow series with Alexis, answering a lot of people's questions, showing us some things and stuff about growing. We're not.
Don't expect any professional.
But she's a scientist.
Just just come and learn some shit and don't be an ass. Like
No.
she's good at what she does. She really wants to be humble constantly. And it's frustrating sometimes to just take the compliment. But no, we're friends and stuff. So yeah, it'll be cool. We'll be doing that. I know, like I said, I have a thing that I'm going to be executing for in the name of the Healing Chefs. This coming up next weekend. I'm gonna be doing a plating. I'll drop more after the plating and stuff, and we'll see how that goes. I got a lot of on my plate this week.
Lots of plates.
Lots of plates, lots of platings, lots of plates.
I like to throw plates.
Yeah, that's that smashing plates Greek thing. But Opa, yeah, I grew up with Greek, and my stepmom's grandma was a chef for the. I love all that stuff. So Opa and shout out to all them. Yeah, spanakopita. Used to call it spanakopita. She used to hate us. But Amar, what do you like? Potent Planet. Like, can you like let everybody know kind of where they can get stuff? What you got? If you guys have anything going on?
Yeah, man. Shit, it's crazy, bro. So my main grower, he has good connects with a lot of breeders around the country. You know, they've been able to see what he can do, see how he can handle his shit. He's found this grower.
Is that Cooking Jeans or?
That's Cooking Jeans. That's my guy. Yeah, Cooking Jeans.
Cooking Jeans.
That's at cooking.jeans. So that's our genetics page. So we'll be releasing genetics on there. We'll be releasing seeds. We'll be releasing clones. We're gonna get all this shit taken care of. But some of the strains that we have coming up down the line, man, I don't even know if the world is ready for this shit, bro. Like, it's crazy. Like I can say this shit because I'm not a grower, so I could be arrogant. I could brag on my guy. This motherfucker's growing some of the craziest stuff I've ever seen in my entire existence, and I thought that when I first saw the stuff that he grew. But some of these strains, like, just some of the names are crazy. Like, oh man, Trico Jordan 23 is gonna blow people's brains.
That's a belief.
Trico Jordan, that's a belief.
That's insane.
So see, Lexus, you know belief, and I love that you said that because belief and my guy have become guy. And a lot of the stuff you see on Belief's page is gonna be in Arizona, real heavy, coming straight from Potent Planet.
That makes
it should look exactly what you're seeing. It's gonna be you're gonna see some Trico Jordan. You're gonna see some Odo One Kenobi.
Just tastes delicious.
You're gonna see some battery acid. You're gonna see some truffle and flow. You're gonna see some orange chicken.
Chicken,
I'm just telling you some of the stuff that this guy is growing, it doesn't make sense. And
that's crazy.
That's what I love about it is because the layers of terps on his is like off the charts. It's just ridiculous.
And Potent Planet, since they've started, have been known for terps. So I don't even.
That makes
like,
sense. Total sense.
I mean, I'm not saying that other people aren't, but like all I've known from Potent Planet, you know what I mean?
No, I know what you mean. And my grower, man, he's the most humble guy, and if it's not pretty, he's not going to allow it to leave the building. Like he's just like, look,
you guys. That's why I love you guys, because you guys like are after like in my own kind of vision, like your whole experience from the visual to the taste to the smell to like it's a whole package that you're getting.
It has to be, man. It has to be,
and you can tell that you can tell that you guys love this stuff because all the effort that you put in.
Oh, it has to be. You got to put love into it, and you know that. You're gonna find people who don't like it or people who talk bad about it or whatnot. You know, you can't please everybody. But I feel like we're pleasing enough people to be able to release some new stuff that people are gonna be like, what the hell is this? Like, how did you do this? Where'd you get this from? When you dropping more? So I'm real confident that it's gonna make he makes my job easier selling this stuff because he makes this shit so damn pretty.
I can't wait to be able to grab it because
that's what connoisseurs want.
I'm kind of going back to doing reviews. I thought for a minute I was going to try to like charge or something for them, but like I've been doing reviews for years, and so people have been doing reviews for years for free. Like why am I going to charge for it? So I'm just going to keep doing these reviews for free and just giving them out as free information to help people out and be able to make informed consumer decisions.
Yeah, the stuff this man has coming down the pipeline is crazy, man. These platinum Oreos, like just stuff that when you see it, you just
battery acid had me like.
When battery acid is gonna be crazy, but when you see it, like I can't do it justice by speaking about it. So maybe you could go to that B-Leaf page and look at, because Alexis, I know you know who he is. I love that you know who he is.
Well, B-Leaf is heavily out here through like different companies.
But I'm growing a belief cut, and I mean, I
The
have a
Truffaloha.
mama, but yeah, Truffaloha too. And I ran her last time, but I'm running her again. Like his stuff. I mean, white truffles. I mean, come on, all of his stuff.
Yeah, so
it's just triked out. I mean, it's just
he's taken to my grower, and he's like, bro, I want you to grow this. I want you to grow this for me. Let's see what this comes out like. And that's huge because that dude, like, obviously he knows this stuff, and he's great. He's a personable dude, and just those kind of connects right there, we feel like have been really big for us. The one thing that's really weird for me, as far as like just and the difference between Phoenix and Tucson. We're in Tucson. We love Tucson. It's our home, but we're only in 2 dispensaries down here. And it's just weird and hard to gain traction down here, whereas I'm in 50 plus dispensaries in Phoenix.
That makes sense.
So we're trying to figure out that dynamic. So one company I do want to plug that's coming down to Tucson, and we're going to make a big ass splash with them, is Soul Flower. They're opening up. They're opening up 3 locations down here in Tucson, and it's crazy that the Tucson-based dispensaries haven't really taken to us for some reason or another.
Right.
But but the Soul Flower is gonna be my home court.
No,
like I'm gonna do crazy deals. I'm gonna do shit that people have never seen. Potent Planet do as far as deals go in the Tucson location. It's gonna get crazy down here, and it's sad. It's sad to me that we had to wait for someone to come from out of town for us to have this opportunity to do this kind of stuff. When we ask dispensaries down here all the time, can we do it? Or try to sell them flower, and they just don't pick it up. And there's never been a falling out. Like, I don't have falling outs with people. Like, if I do, I'm gonna fix that shit. So we're just trying to figure out where that disconnect is at. But I feel like Soul Flower coming to Tucson is going to be very, very big for us, and we're gonna use that shit as our home court and make that shit pop.
Yeah.
Real quick before we go, what did you want to do?
I was just gonna say I feel the same way. Like, I had to kind of like leave to like come back to do something, you know.
Yeah, it's crazy, right?
Yeah, I live in Phoenix now, but I was born and raised in Tucson, and I've lived in Phoenix probably like 5 years now. But like,
I don't know about small towns.
Yeah,
well, Tucson's a big small town.
Yeah,
so it is. I mean, we have a million people here. Like, we have a million people here, and a college town should want to buy all the weed.
So if you're in Tucson and you got a dispensary and you're listening to this, or you are out in Tucson or something, and your dispensary doesn't carry them, I get on them and get it out there. But we're gonna have to get going. Thank you very much for coming out.
Man, I appreciate you guys.
Amar, eventually we'll have you out in studio. Thank you very much, Alexis, the Ganja Mom, for guest hosting, and can't wait to do the Grow series. Please check out the Roadrunners and Chef Cameron's dinner coming up. Check us out. Stay clean. Stay
August 19th.
Stay safe.
Smoke-friendly rooms.
Smoke up. Chill out.
Appreciate you.
Love
Thank
you
you
all.
guys.
Stay blessed. Bye.
So which because there's one